Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we are taking a look at the Goddesses and Sirens Oracle by Stacey DeMarco, illustrated by Jimmy Manton, the same people that brought to you the Gods and Titans Oracle, which I will link over in the eye in case you missed that video or want to check it out. This retails for $19.99 in the US and $26.99 in Canada, published by Beyond Words Publishing. We did unbox this together live on my channel a while ago, but I am doing a more streamlined video here in case you guys missed that too. So this includes 40 cards and a 176-page guidebook. Find illumination with Hecate, build your self-esteem with Amaterasu, and discover magic with Morgan Le Fay. Return to a time when the feminine was honored as sacred and experience the power of the divine feminine through the lives and legends of goddesses, heroines, and other powerful women from around the world. Goddesses and gods, the feminine and masculine divine, were once honored as two halves of a creative whole. A distorted perception of that sacred union has relegated the divine feminine to the realm of fear, disrespect, and disregard, but no longer. Again, she rises. Author Stacey DeMarco and artist Jimmy Manton affirm the profound creativity, love, strength, and joy of feminine wisdom with 40 dramatically illustrated oracle cards and a detailed guidebook that includes the myths and messages of each being, as well as invocations, guidance, and limitless inspiration. Through Goddesses and Sirens, rediscover the power of the female spirit and learn to use this energy as a guide through the twists and turns of life. Embrace the divine feminine and discover your own power. So I have to say, this has been a very interesting oracle to use, very kind of eye-opening with a lot of different ways to use it. So the guidebook is here, and then we have the oracle cards, which are a nice big size. Here's the back. It is a high gloss. I'll just show you the guidebook real fast. We'll go a little bit deeper into it after we do the flip through, but we have a very nice table of contents here. We do have an intro and how to use the cards, and then it goes into the cards meaning. There's so much information in here, and it was really cool to see. All right, so here we go, the introduction, how to use the cards. So basically you can utilize them however you would like to do it. There is a dedication here and a ritual for this as well. And then we have some spreads. So we have one card divination, the mirror, and then the triple goddess, which is a 3 card, the flower, which is a 6 card, and we do have a 7 card spread here, which is the feminine there, and then the priestess journey. I thought there was one more. Nope, that was it. Okay, and then it goes into the cards meanings. All right. So cardstock is nice. It is a really good sweet spot for me because it's not super thick and it's not really thin, and that gloss really helps stabilize it and snap back, as well as protect the cards from getting really dinged up. Here we go. I went back and reordered them so they're all alphabetically aligned again. So that way, you know, if you're opening it up alongside me, we're all seeing the same cards at the same time. I'm going to read the bottom title of the name and the little keyword of what the card is about, just because it might not show up really well on screen. So we have Amaterasu with self-esteem. Andromache with strength. And if I mispronounce the names, I do apologize. It is meant with no disrespect. It is just me not being able to pronounce words. The artwork is just stunning. Aphrodite with self-love. Very dynamic. It reminds me of comic book style in a way. Artemis with individuation. Athena with strategy. Baba Yaga with authenticity. Bast with play. Buddha, I believe it's pronounced, but I could be wrong. Unity. Baudicha. Again, I know I'm horrible. Bridget with healing. Esther with new beginnings. Freya, irresistibility. Gaia with creation. Hathor, contentment. Hecate or Hecate with illumination. Helen of Troy, beauty. Hera, commitment. Isis, protection. Ixchel, I believe, release. Jeanne d'Arc with faith, or Joan of Arc. Kali with fear. Kuan Yin, compassion. Lakshmi with prosperity. Lilith, equality. Mott with justice. Morgan Le Fay, magic. The Muses, inspiration. Nuit with expansiveness. Oya with power. Pele with purpose. Persephone, cycles. Pomona with plenty. Quetesh with pleasure. Rhiannon with self-trust. Sekhmet with reduction. Sheila Nagig with gateways. Sirens, temptation. Valkyrie's redemption. Vesta with home. White Buffalo Woman, peace. And Yamea with hope. All right, I'll show you how it shuffles. Very nice. And I like to shuffle it side by side personally because it's just flexible enough and it saves my hands. And overhand is nice too. They are a bigger size card, so those of you with smaller hands, it might be a little bit more harder to overhand shuffle, but doing that side by side like this, super easy to do. All right, so we're gonna read for Yamea with hope. I do want to point out there is a glossary of the names, and it does provide the pronunciation. So, and also the, a little bit about the goddess / siren. So very, very beneficial to have this, especially if you're like me and cannot get a grip on how to do that. Very helpful. So then we have Yemea, which keyword is the hope here. Do not give up. There is hope yet. A wish will be granted. A birth is imminent. Fertility is everywhere. Yemea started her life as a Orisha, a river spirit in Africa. As her people traveled over the ocean to other nations in slave ships, she became, over time, a goddess of the sea. Her cult spread to Brazil, and she is still worshipped today in both of these lands as a goddess of hope and love. Yemea is often depicted as a mermaid slipping between the waves with a light woven in her hair, and she is also considered the nourishing mother aspect of all water. Yemea is invoked in childbirth, as it is said that she created the sea and every man, woman, and sea creature. She is an extremely loving goddess who assists women in particular. Many homes that follow the Santeria faith have a statuette of Yemea placed by the most senior woman who lives there. Yemea is most renowned for her ability to grant wishes. Those who feel that there is no hope go to her for intervention. She specializes in impossible wishes, ones that look almost like miracles when granted. This wonderful ability spawned the ritual of Yemea boats, a festival where thousands of people create little boats containing their wishes and hope that the goddess will assist them. Each supplicant places a lighted candle in the boat and then sets it on the water. If the boat makes it past the waves before it delves into the deep, it is said that Yemea will grant the wish. Call upon the generous love of Yemea when you feel hopeless or unsupported. Sometimes we all feel alone in something that we are struggling with. We believe that our family doesn't understand us and that our friends aren't seeing things from our side, and these are the times that Yemea can help. Yemea offers us a loving strength to help us know that there is hope and that things will change for the better. A long-held wish may be granted when all else has failed. The shadow side. So if you like to do reverse as well. Hope is a life-changing emotion. Without it, people literally unalive. It is important, though, to understand that hope requires some action. There is little use in hoping that things will be resolved if we don't apply any effort. If we decide to co-create with our chosen deities and to truly have faith in this process, we will not need to ask for a miracle, because we are working toward what we want with assistance. It is said that a wish sent from a place of non-deservedness or ill feeling will sink early and not be granted by the goddess. When working with Yemea, it is important not just to hope for a change, but to hope from a place of good intentions and to act. And then we have symbols here: cowrie shells, pearls, woman with fish's tail, woman with 7 layered skirts, and sea creatures and sea vegetables. And then there's an invocation, which if you would like to pause the video, you can, read it for yourself. And then same with this side too. All right, so what I really like about this is it gives us a little bit of a rundown with maybe the goddesses and stories that we weren't aware of, and then it's a jumping off point to then continue to research should you feel drawn to or connected to that goddess. But you can also utilize this for healing work, shadow work, day-to-day, or altar work, which I like to do as well. So there's a lot of different ways that you can utilize this specific deck, any deck with goddesses or gods. And I'll show you the side-by-side real fast with the gods here. So they're same size cards. I have actually put both of these together and used it as a mega deck, and it was really, really eye-opening and really fun. I highly suggest if you have both of these to try it at least once, because you do get both the divine and the feminine masculine represented. It's a little it's a little big to shuffle, but it does work. You can get it done. So they're beautiful to work together because when you flip them over, they all mesh wonderfully with each other. Very, very well done. The art is very dynamic and it depicts them very action based. So I do like that too. It's not very static. So very, very cool. I really enjoy both of these decks. But like I said, this is kind of like a jumping off point. It's not the be all end all when it comes to every aspect of the god and goddesses. So if you have this deck, I would love to know what your thoughts are. I would love to know if you used any of the rituals through it. I don't think I have specifically with this deck, although there's quite a few that sound very interesting to me. Like I said, I've utilized it for my own personal healing journey as well as day-to-day and altar work, and it's been wonderful to work with. So I do like too that it's not like a be all end all with the one keyword here. When you utilize the guidebook with it, there's so much more that's involved with it. It's not just, you know, creation. You can go further and break it down and expand upon that. So it's very, very cool to see that it's not just a, you know, basic kind of oracle, that there's more to it in the guidebook. So I would love to know what your thoughts are on this deck. Is it something that you already own? Is it something that you are excited about? What are all your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. I appreciate you so much. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. And it does really help me with the algorithm gods, so I do appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.